The Ford F-Series has been the best-selling truck in America for decades. But best-selling doesn't mean perfect for everyone. Whether you've just driven a brand new 2026 model off the lot, or you're keeping a high-mileage 13th gen on the road, the factory settings are always a compromise. Ford has to build a truck that works for a suburban commuter in Florida just as well as a rancher in Montana. Because of those compromises, there is a massive aftermarket industry ready to sell you everything from neon underglow to 12-inch lift kits. But today, we aren't talking about fluff. We're talking about the top 5 upgrades that actually improve your Ford F-Series. We've analyzed performance data, towing specs, and long-term reliability reports to find the modifications that solve real problems. We're looking for better throttle response, increased towing stability, cooler engine temps, and actual protection for your investment. If you want to stop wasting money on fads and start building a better truck, hit that subscribe button. Let's get into the first essential upgrade. If you own an EcoBoost, whether it's the 2.7-liter or the 3.5-liter, heat is your greatest enemy. Ford's turbocharged engines are powerhouses, but they are incredibly sensitive to heat soak. When you're towing a heavy trailer up a grade or idling in summer traffic, the factory intercooler struggles to keep the intake air temperatures down. When those temps rise, your truck's computer detects the heat and pulls timing, effectively cutting your horsepower to protect the engine. You're paying for 400 horsepower, but in the heat of the moment, you might only be getting 300. The solution? By swapping out the thin factory unit for a high-flow, large-core intercooler from brands like Mishimoto or Whipple, you are fundamentally changing how the engine breathes. The benefit? You get consistent power. Your truck won't feel sluggish after 20 minutes of hard work. The reliability factor? Cooler air means less stress on the turbochargers and lower cylinder head temperatures. While you're under the hood, let's talk about the 5.0-liter Coyote in the early EcoBoosts. These engines are prone to blow-by, oil vapor that gets recirculated back into the intake. Over time, this coats your valves in carbon gunk, leading to power loss and rough idling. A high-quality oil catch can, or oil separator, filters that gunk out before it reaches your engine. It is the cheapest insurance policy you can buy for a Ford engine.
Almost every F-Series leaves the factory with rake, meaning the back is significantly higher than the front. Ford does this so that when you put 1,000 pounds in the bed, the truck sits level. But for most owners, it just looks unbalanced and handles squishy in the corners. Most people go to a shop and ask for a leveling kit, which is often just a $50 plastic spacer on top of your factory struts. Don't do that. The right way, adjustable coilovers like Bilstein 5100 or Fox 2.0. If you want to actually improve the truck, you need to replace the factory shocks. Why it works? Upgraded shocks like the Bilstein 5100 series use a larger piston and better valving. They don't just lift the front, they eliminate the boaty feel of the stock suspension. On road performance, you'll notice less nosedive when you hit the brakes and more stability when taking highway off-ramps. Off-road benefit, you get increased travel and better damping for washboard roads. If you use your F-150 or Super Duty for its intended purpose, hauling, suspension upgrades shouldn't stop at the front. A set of rear airbags like Firestone Ride-Right allows you to keep your truck level under load. This keeps your headlights pointed at the road instead of the trees and ensures your front tires keep full contact for steering and braking.
An engine is an air pump. Better airflow equals better performance. Catback exhaust. Factory exhausts prioritize quietness, not efficiency. A 3 to 4-inch catback system reduces back pressure. EcoBoost, faster turbo spool. 5.0-liter brings out the iconic Coyote sound. Material, choose T304 stainless steel for rust-free, lifetime durability. Cold air intake. Aftermarket intakes like S&B or K&N improve airflow and throttle response. Expect more turbo sound on EcoBoost and sharper response overall. The biggest performance change comes from software.
Factory tunes are conservative for fuel quality and longevity. A professional tune dramatically changes how the truck drives. Transmission tuning fixes the 10R80's awkward shift behavior and hesitation. Power gains. EcoBoost trucks often gain 50 to 80 HP and up to 100 pound-feet of torque. Fuel options: tow tune, 87 octane, or performance tune, 93 octane. Warning: tuning may affect your powertrain warranty. Research first.
Protect the truck so it stays useful and valuable. Spray-in bed liner. Better than plastic liners, prevents rust, dents, and paint damage. Hard-folding tonneau cover. Improves aerodynamics and secures cargo. Real-world gain. Many owners see 1 to 2 mpg improvements on highway drives. So, if you're looking to improve your Ford, don't start with the stickers or the flashy wheels. Start with the foundation. Cooling. Keep those turbos happy and the valves clean. Suspension. Fix the factory rake and get a planted ride. Breathing. Let the engine inhale and exhale without restriction. Tuning. Fix the transmission logic and unlock the torque. Protection. Secure your bed and improve your highway efficiency. These are the upgrades that actually make the F-Series a better tool, a better toy, and a better daily driver. You don't have to do them all at once. Start with the one that solves your biggest frustration. What's the first upgrade you did to your Ford? Or is there a mod you regret? Let's talk about it in the comments below. We're building a knowledge base for every truck owner out there, and your input is huge. If this video saved you from buying a useless accessory, give us a like. And if you want more deep dives into truck reliability and performance, make sure you're subscribed. We have a full series coming up on common Ford problems and how to fix them that you won't want to miss. Thanks for watching, keep those trucks on the road, and I'll see you in the next one.